All right, I'm very excited tonight. This is going to be an amazing speaker panel that we put together this evening for just amazing women that have fantastic messages of hope.
One thing that if you ask anybody that works with me or anyone that's been around me, one of the things that I'm really passionate about right next to recovery is the concept of boundaries. I think it's important to be able anybody that had me, you see my clients, are going, yeah, there it is. I think it's important to know that we need to be able to understand what boundaries are, where we need to set them, how do we implement them, and most importantly, how do we maintain them? Because here's why I feel that way. I believe that each and every one of you have worked really hard to get into the chairs that you're sitting in tonight. Would you agree? Absolutely. I know that because I've worked really hard to sit in those chairs myself. So I know all of the dangers that are out there. First and foremost, you know, in early recovery, we're trying to figure out who we are and what we want to do with our life and how do we do this. And it can all be very overwhelming and very confusing and very frightening at times. So in order to figure out who we are, we have to identify with our own identity. And to me, that's what boundaries are about. It's about figuring out where I stop and somebody else starts. And I know that kind of sounds like a ridiculous phrase. I'm going to explain it a little bit more for you in just a few minutes.
My name's Megan. I'm the clinical director here. I've been here for about 5 years. I started as a primary therapist, and I've been in the clinical director position for about 2 years now. I love what I do. I love working with addicts and alcoholics. I share the same disease, or according to attachment. Basically, it basically explains addiction as an insecure attachment style, which I'll get into. But I really appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate what you guys do every single day. The first year is so hard, and you're emotionally up and down, and I wouldn't want to go back there.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm an alcoholic. Hey, guys. So, you know what? I want to take this out. Do it. So my lovely boyfriend, I was told this is like a TED Talk style thing. I didn't think it was going to be as official as this is, and this like is pretty official. And he was like, if it's TED Talks, then you've got to pace around while you talk. So I'm going to kind of pace. It might feel really awkward, but tonight, you know what? I'm not going to pace. That feels really, really weird. I'm going to stop doing that. I'm just going to stand right here. So I wanted to talk to you guys about individuality and finding your identity. Troy basically told me to just talk about myself, and I feel like that's been a really important part of my journey in sobriety. I'll start off by saying that, like, obviously I am like you guys. I went to treatment here at Transformations, and I came in with absolutely nothing. And not only did I not have anything material-wise, which, like, yeah, that sucks, but it doesn't really matter. What I lost, the biggest and most important thing, was I lost myself.
My name's Rose. I'm an addict and an alcoholic. For those of you who don't know, I do manage a female halfway house. That is a large part of my sobriety. I actually started doing that about 6 months into my sobriety, right after I finished my steps. So, what I'm going to start with is women empowerment, right? So I didn't really necessarily pick the topic. I didn't know it was Women Empowerment Month. I'm glad it was chosen for me. It's something I'm extremely passionate about. In and out of sobriety, in and out of my everyday life, no matter if I'm in rooms like with a bunch of sick and suffering addicts like myself, or like in my everyday life, right?